Hey guys, what is up and welcome to my channel. It's a Hardback Life. My name is Jordan and today we're going to be talking about books that I am currently reading, books that I finished, and books that I plan on reading for the rest of October. As well as the giveaway that's going to be happening this month and so on. So I will fill you in on all about that today. I'm very excited. So everybody, strap in for the ride. Reason why I sound kind of weird is because I am sick right now. No, I do not have COVID. I just have a very bad cold. I thought I had COVID. I was very paranoid, so I got tested and no COVID, thank God. I feel like I think I've gotten sick because, I don't know, I just very little sleep and I've been working a lot. And so much so that I've taken a couple days or so off of work here and there the last couple weeks because I'm trying to make myself get better. And good news is I'm on track, thank God, because because this has been frustrating. But anyway, let's get into the book that I have finished. Okay. So everyone, the book that I have finished, and I say book because, like I said, it's been a busy month, so I've only been able to finish one book right now, and that is The Game of Lives by James Dashner. This is the third and final book in the Mortality Doctrine trilogy, and again by James Dashner, and it's basically, the whole series is about a group of 3 kids who are tasked by the VNS, who are this agency who created this virtual world. And the kids are tasked by this agency to stop this AI program that they created, the VNS created. They're planning on stopping him because he's wreaked havoc in the virtual world, and he ends up wreaking havoc in the real world. And this book series is so fantastic. It brings into question a lot of things. Like, what if AIs were to possibly try and take over the world? And all the other stuff. I'm going to get into more of an in-depth conversation, spoiler-free, of course, in another video, but the series consists of Eye of Minds, book 1, Rule of Thoughts, which is book 2, and of course Game of Lives, which I finished this month. And it's a fantastic trilogy. It's a sci-fi, obviously, because it's about virtual world versus real world. And this is a sci-fi series I've absolutely loved, because for me, sci-fi is usually hit or miss. And this, like I said, this is written by James Dashner, so I had high hopes for this series. And I'm glad I read it. Alright, you guys. There's a couple books that I am reading at the moment, and I'm absolutely loving both of them. The first one I'm going to talk about is A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. This is the first book in a trilogy written by Holly Jackson. This is a mystery thriller / dark academia. I'd say if I were to compare it to a book series or another book, I would compare it to Truly Devious, because it's about a girl who is attending a school, and she wants to solve a crime that's been haunting her town for multiple years. And like I said, it's a dark academia, so that's also why it's, I would say it's like really close to Truly Devious and kind of similar. But it's fantastic. It's about, like I said, a girl named Pippa, Pippa Amobi, who is doing a class project on the case of where a girl named Andy Bell goes missing back in 2014 and is never seen again. And her boyfriend, Salil Singh, is the number one suspect, and he is believed to have done it, to have killed her. But he also ends up dead. That's not a spoiler, that's part of the synopsis. And so our main character, Pippa, is going to try to figure out if he did it or not. And while she's trying to figure all that out, someone who doesn't want her to know the truth keeps trying to stop her throughout this whole entire book series. Like I said, this is the first book, and I'm currently reading it. I have books 2 and 3 right here. And Good Girl, Bad Blood is book number 2. And As Good as Dead is book 3. And this is perfect to be reading around this time of year, because obviously they're creepy, mystery thriller type books, young adult, and it's fall, very fall, so perfect to be reading. The other book that I am currently reading at the moment, I do not have a physical copy of, but I am reading via audiobook. That is Jade City by Fonda Lee. I am absolutely loving this book, you guys. I know you've heard a lot about Jade City throughout the whole last couple of years or so, but it really is that good. It's about our three central main characters, Lon, Shay, and Hilo, who are the youth and the descendants of this clan, and they're also Greenbones. The series is called the Greenbone Saga, if you didn't know. And they're in the center of this clan warfare happening. And it's just crazy. There's a mob storyline happening, and just all sorts of craziness. And they have this mysterious stone called jade, which they call family, like I said, who are the descendants, can wear because they are genetically predispositioned, I think is the word. They can wear it, because it's in their genetics to have the jade. And once you wear the jade, it makes your heightens your senses, and makes you have a lot of different abilities. And it's a fantastic book series. I don't think I'm explaining it very well, but it's fantastic. I'll give my more in-depth review of the series, or of the book, when I'm finished with it. I'm like 80% of the way through. And yeah, I'm really loving it. I'm surprised of how much I'm loving it. So, but I'm really enjoying the book, and I can't wait to talk to you guys more about it a little bit later. Books that I want to start, and I'm so mad at myself that I haven't started any of these. Um, First of all, Summer Night by Jim Butcher, the fourth book in the Dresden Files. I have loved reading this series. I read the first book in July of 2020, which was Stormfront, and then I read the second and third book, Full Moon and Grave Peril, in November of last year. So almost a year ago from now. And I'm finally gonna read this. I'm gonna pick this up and read it after I finish the audiobook for Jade City. So I'm really excited for this. Like I said, I've loved this series. There's 20 books in the series currently. So I need to get my butt in gear and continue reading these. I also have the fifth book. So I can't wait to read that as well. Another book that I want to read so bad is Guards by Terry Pratchett. I don't know what number this is in the Discworld series, but I have enjoyed reading this series. Well, I'm not far into it. The only other book I've started to read in the Discworld series is Making Money, and I need to finish that book. That book was hilarious. This is just a lighthearted fantasy, and I need one of those right now. Another one I plan on reading for the end of the month is Serpent and Dove, which is a series about a witch and a witch hunter who fall in love, and it gets really chaotic from there. I don't know much about this. I've heard a lot of mixed reviews on it, but I have the whole trilogy, so I'm gonna try and get my way through these. Also, a book that has been buzzing around the booktube world lately is Dune by Frank Herbert. This is a sci-fi, and I'm really, really hoping I love this because it's a series. And the movie is also out. I'm definitely going to watch the movie. In fact, I had plans originally to watch it today. And I was going to do the opposite. I was going to watch the movie, then read the book. Which, honestly, I think is not a bad idea because you want to separate yourself. And you want to enjoy the works that come out. So, obviously, you don't want to... I'm someone who usually reads the book first and then watches the movie. And then, obviously, I get disappointed. But honestly, I feel like in this case, I wouldn't be too bothered. I probably would, but, I'm just saying that. Two other books that I at least want to start are okay, so this is a big volume of 3 novels by Stephen King. This has Salem's Lot, The Shining, and Carrie. I was hoping to read Carrie at the beginning of the month and then read The Shining, but that hasn't happened yet because of my crazy busy schedule that I've had at work. But yeah, I really want to read all 3 of these novels in here, so I'm hoping to get to Carrie this week. And the last one I want to talk about is The House of Salt and Sorrows. This is a fairy tale retelling about the 12 Dancing Princesses by Aaron A. Craig. And I've been trying to get to this since last year, since it came out. And I've not been successful. But I'm going to change that. And yeah, like I said, this is about the 12 Dancing Princesses. And our main character is one of 12 sisters. And in this book, each time a sister gets lured to this ball, and then at the end of it, like, they end up dying. And one of our sisters, who's the main character, I forget her name, she is going to try and investigate what's happening and why her sisters keep dying before she is the next one. And a lot of people in the town think that her family's cursed. So yeah, there's that whole thing, and I'm really excited. I've heard a lot of great things about this from people like Haley and Bookland and other people. So I'm looking forward to reading this. And I'm really excited about my reading month for the rest of the month. So, yay! Oh, another thing I did not mention is I am planning on reading Wheel of Time. And I have 12 out of the 14 books so far. I'm trying to find them all in their original covers, so I've been pretty lucky. But this is book 1. I plan on reading this at the beginning of November before the series comes out. So, anyway, guys, I shall see you later. Bye.